School, and I will discuss about computers and its functions. Going over the parts of a computer and their functions will help you understand all the vital components that make up a computer. Knowing what the part is good, but I will explain each parts and functions which will give you a better understanding of them. Parts of a computer and their functions. The computer case. This part holds all the internal components to make up the computer itself. It is usually designed in such a manner to make fitting a motherboard, wiring and drives as easy as possible. Some are designed so well that it is easy to make everything look tidy and presentable. Cases come in all different shapes and sizes to accommodate various types of computer components and satisfy the consumer's needs. Motherboard. The motherboard is the main board that is screwed directly inside the computer case. All other cards and everything else plugs directly into the motherboard, hence its name. Its function is to integrate all the components so they can communicate and operate together. A good motherboard offers a wide amount of connectivity options. It also has the least amount of bottlenecks possible. This allows the components to operate efficiently and to fulfill their maximum potential as they were designed to do. As the physical size is reduced, it begins to limit connectivity options and functionality. CPU, or Central Processing Unit. The CPU is basically like the brain of a computer. It processes all the information on a computational level. It takes information from the RAM and processes it to perform the tasks required from the computer. It is usually seated in a socket that utilizes a lever or a latch with a hinge plate with a cutout in the center to secure it onto the motherboard. RAM, or Random Access Memory. RAM is a data storage device that can provide fast read and write access. It is also volatile, which means that it loses all the stored data when the power is lost. The RAM keeps data ready for the CPU to process. The speed of the RAM is a big contributor to the overall speed of a computer. It plugs directly into a long slot that has contacts on either side of the slot. Graphics card. A graphics card processes the data from the motherboard and sends the appropriate information to the monitor for it to be displayed. It can do so using the HDMI, DisplayPort, DVI, or VGA connector. A graphics card can also be referred to as a video card or display card. It takes the burden of all the video processing from the main CPU. This gives a computer a big boost in performance because of the large processing requirements for a gaming graphics card. Fans are almost a given. Sound card. Most of the time, the sound chip built into the motherboard is used for audio output. But if you are a sound enthusiast or prefer a higher detailed audio while playing a game, you might be inclined to use a sound card. Sound cards plug into a computer in multiple ways. It can be through USB, PCI slot, or PCI Express X1 slot. A sound processing chip on the card does all the audio processing and is usually not very power processor. Hard drive. A hard drive is found in most computers. It's usually a mechanical drive that stores all the data. Apart from storing data, it can also be used a boot drive to run the operating system from it. An operating is a software program that makes a computer usable like Microsoft Windows. The biggest vulnerability of a mechanical drive is its physical, fragile nature. SSD or solid-state drive. An SSD is also a type of hard drive, but it doesn't have any moving parts. It consists of a bank of flash memory that can hold a reasonable amount of data. While SSDs are increasing in size all the time, they aren't cost-effective for storing large amounts of data. A mechanical drive has a cheaper gigabyte to dollar ratio. However, the SSD is a higher performance drive. It's fast and cannot be as easily damaged by dropping it or taking a few knocks. PSU or Power Supply Unit. A power mounts inside a computer case. This converts the AC main supply from the wall socket and supplies the correct DC voltages to all the components inside the computer. Monitor. A monitor is what you use to visualize the graphics data sent from the computer's graphic cards. There are various types of monitor in the market, but the most commonly used is an LED backlit LCD monitor. There are also a variety of different sizes with these different aspect ratios. The aspect ratio is simply the ratio between height and width. There are also curved monitors, but they are more expensive. Monitors also have a fast response time to keep up with the high demands required to eliminate delays with user input for gaming. Keyboard. A keyboard is one of the ways to communicate with a computer. Typing a key from the keyboard sends a small portion of data to tell the computer which key was pressed. The computer can use this information in many ways. An example could be a command or a character that can be used in a document. There are two main different types of keyboard. These are mechanical and membrane types. Mouse. A mouse allows the user to move a pointer displayed on the monitor and experience a more intuitive interaction with the computer. A mouse can be wired or wireless. The latter obviously requires batteries. Optical mouse of today allows for very accurate precision and smooth movement. Hardware. Hardware refers to the physical elements of a computer. This is also sometimes called the machinery or the equipment of the computer. It encompasses everything within a circuit board that operates within a PC or laptop, including the motherboard, graphics card, CPU or central processing unit, ventilation fans, power supply, and so on. There are 5 main hardware components in a computer system. These are the input, processing storage, output, and communication devices. Software. Software, in its most general sense, is a set of instructions or programs instructing a computer to do specific tasks. Everything that runs on a computer, from an operating system to a diagnostic tool, video game, or an app, can be defined as software. There are different types of software that can run on a computer. These are system software, utility software, and application software.